Hello and welcome. How many of these items can you recognize? Okay, we have 35mm film. You can take 36 photos on that. 35mm negatives. So these are 4 of the 36 images you would be able to take on a roll of film. Colour film from an old projector. Each rectangle is a different frame. Vintage lens with a focal length of 28mm, only one number, so that suggests it's a prime lens. Oh look, more 35mm negatives. An all metal Zenit camera. With some 35mm film already in it. A massive Super 8 film camera. Perhaps we'll look at that in another video. And that leaves us with 2 things. Well, 3 things. 4 things. By the way, notice how I'm laying things out? That is composition. So next time you ask me what is composition, it is how you lay things out. So we have camera. This is a flash unit or flash, and this is some film. We will start with the film. As you can see, this is not like 35mm film. In fact, it's nearly double the width at 61mm. This is backing paper to protect the film from light. Well done. And then this is the actual film. There are 2 layers on this spool. The spool is there. The spool is there. There are 2 layers. There is the film and the backing paper. Can I use this film again? Nope. Are there symbols on the back to allow you to calculate how many photos you've taken? Of course. How many photos can you take? Between 12 and 16. It really depends on the type of film that you have bought. Okay. At the end, you roll it all up inside the camera, and then it has the word exposed, telling you not to do what I've done, and that is unravel it. Okay. A new 120 film looks something a bit like this. And when it's been printed and processed, it looks something a bit like this. So, 120 film goes into one of these cameras. Well done if you've noticed that the name 120 film has nothing to do with the measurement. Okay? It's true, it has nothing to do with it. 120 film is just simply the name of the film. It is called 120 film. If you watch my first video, you'll know what happens when I press this. On top we have 3 features. We have the button that controls the opening of the front lens area. We have a silver dial with an arrow indicating an anti-clockwise direction. Okay, that's to do with winding the film on, allowing you to take your next photo. And we also have this unusual square area. Okay, and this is called a hot shoe. Okay. This allows us to add different attachments to our camera. Have you seen a hot shoe before? Possibly, because we still use them today. Hot shoe. Okay, so attachments that fit here will also fit there. Attachments that fit here will also fit there. So we have your viewfinder. This allows you to plan or compose your picture, and we have a small red window. Allows you to view the code or the symbols on the back of your 120 film. You know how many photos you've taken and how many you have left. On the bottom we have two metal feet and an area for attaching your camera to a tripod. Will this fit any tripod? Yes, it will. On this side we have a hinge, which suggests on the other side there is a method of opening the back of the camera. Okay, so it's a simple switch. I push it down, very carefully open it, side of the camera. I'll let you have a look while I have some tea. So again, very, very well preserved inside this camera. We have two nice stickers. This one tells us it's made by a company called GB Kershaw. GB refers to Great Britain. So this is a British camera, and it says a product of British Optical and Precision Engineers Limited. Use only 120 film. We've got that, so that's good. We recommend Ilford number 120 film. Fair enough. We have a space for a spool here, and we have another spool here. What we don't yet have is any film in this camera. Before I put some film in the camera, I just want to show you this. This is our lens or rear element, because there's another piece of glass on the other side, which is our front element. And you can also see these folded pieces of fabric. Okay, if I show you what happens when I press the button on top, you'll see those folded pieces of fabric expand. This allows the light, so I have a torch, this allows the light to enter through the lens or glass elements and focus on the film that runs across here. So now I'm going to put some film in to show you what that looks like. Now, I know this camera works because I used to use it at university. Okay, so we remove the empty spool